Left to the right, top to the floor. When I say Black history, say it's yours. Black history, it's yours. Black history, yes, it's yours. And we say it loud and proud again. There's no America without the African. Fighting to get it equal. Black history, the story of the people. Black history, it's yours. Black history, yes, it's yours. It's yours. Only 28 days in the month of February. It's just a kickoff, we don't stop till every textbook and every class give up the glory. The true and living facts of his and her story. People wanna know why we still celebrate it. Road been rocky and we made it, we elated. Our survivors, strivers, fighters, singers, get us dropping names like we have butterfingers. Rosa, King, X-Truth, the greatness. Ali, Fred Douglass, these are the basics. But how about Bessie Coleman, the fly aviatrix? Or Katherine Johnson, who helped launch the spaceships? Or Lewis Latimer illuminating homes? Or Dr. Shirley Jackson improving telephones? Or Fred McKinley Jones keeping ice cream cold? I could go on and on till my body get old. Left to the right, top to the floor. When I say Black history, say it's yours. Black history, it's yours. Black history, yes, it's yours. Fought the revolution in both world wars. Black history, it's yours. Black history, yes, it's yours. Black history, yes, it's yours. Gotta say it loud and proud again. There's no America without the African. Fighting to get it equal. Black history, the story of the people. We gave you traffic lights to stop the crash. Almanacs, gas furnace, and gas mask. Gave you hip-hop, Tila rock, blues and jazz. And fresh new dances with flair and pizzazz. Automatic gear shifts to move the cars. Potato chips and peanut butter in jars. Laundry dryers, home security systems, super soakers and suspenders. I could go on listing. Many contributions across institutions. Supreme Court and ball court, it's been an evolution. And we sing it every day. Blue notes like Harold Melvin for this Billie Holiday. We know what's going on. Thanks to Marvin Gaye. Get a bounce in our step on cue like Kid and Play. Gwendolyn and Kendrick, our poets represent. Hold mics tight like truths that's self-evident. Yeah, we know our heroes fantastic, but gotta remember the forgotten on the Atlantic. We gotta honor our departed, taken from the land where humanity started. Left to the right, top to the floor. When I say Black history, say it's yours. Black history, it's yours. Black history, yes, it's yours.
All right. Happy Black History Month, everybody.
Yes, happy Black History Month. And it, you know, and maybe Black History Month has never been more important, you know, because it's under threat, it's under attack, it's something they trying to get rid of.
Yeah, God. Jay, you've been making the rounds, man.
I've been making the rounds.
Oh my God. It was like, and I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all. I'm black, and I'm black, y'all.
Yeah, we
Tell
out
everybody
here.
what you've been doing this weekend.
Man, it's been a long. So I started with Sunny on Thursday, I think. I was on Skeptic Haven on the Sunny spot, and then yesterday I did Non-Believers in the Cut with my one black friend in the panel, and then we did Women Atheists Unload, also on Skeptic Haven, then back to my channel for Hot Program today, and then here. This is the final stop of a very long weekend. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. Great to get out there.
Black History Month weekend, like holy crap.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna do the.
And yes, my alcohol just arrived. So cheers.
All right. You're gonna,
cheers.
You're gonna need it. Yeah. We're doing the Blackity Black show today.
Yes, let's do it.
But do you want to tell everybody who you are, where you can find you? Just because we have a different crew.
Yes, there's new people. Yes, I'm Dr. J. Bundy. You can find me at Pocket Locker 86 on YouTube. I'm an evolutionary biologist. Did my PhD at Michigan State with the notorious Dr. Lenski and his long-term evolution experiment. I'm currently a postdoctoral researcher at the University of Minnesota. Yeah, my channel deals with skeptic content and community building and social issues and politics. I'm trying to bring us to the community building, organization, and activation stage. Sort of like, yeah, okay, we're skeptics, but now what? But yeah,
Right.
appreciate it. Come check us out. And also, of course, quick plug to the Gather Gang. We host a little virtual headquarters where people can connect and find community when we're not live on YouTube. So it's nice to make friends on YouTube, but we got to find some spaces where we can get to know each other a little better. So come check us out.
Yeah, and Ember shows the shit out of Gather. So if you are
Yeah, is
in,
Ember's a mod? Can Ember drop a link?
I actually have a couple of mods who are in Gather and can drop a link.
Great.
However, the Gather URL is in. Is it the box? Is that what we still call it?
Yeah, the box in the description.
Yeah, in the description under the it is definitely in there. I made sure it was in there. Also, if you want to go to Pocket Locker 86 to see Jay any given day and always twice on Sunday.
Yes, I'm always there. Yes, got to be there. Yes.
Jay's channel is in the box as well. And then our intro vid, just in case anybody wants to be a bitch about shit, is
also we gotta thank Ember for the raid, and
Yes.
also just for anybody who doesn't know, subscribe to Ember's channel. Ember has been sharing the transition with us all, and it has just been a special process, and I feel so lucky to like see it. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
And I'm not sure if What the Beck is here, but I love looking at Ember and looking at Beck, just kind of turn into butterflies right in front of our eyes. I think it's really important to see for people. Actually, I'm not sure if Bree from Hive Sci is here. I haven't seen her yet, but she also has gone through kind of the transformation. And I felt like, say, lucky, I guess, because she and I became closer after she came out as trans, but I've been following her for years. So I got to see her when she was lying to herself, and now that she's come out,
Nice.
now that she's come out, and it has been beautiful, even to see the if there's anybody out there that's wondering, what's it going to be like if I come out, even just here, this is just such an amazing community to come out to. Just from what I've seen, the reactions of other people when they see people, from who they used to be and who they are now. All I hear is the love and the support. And when people are talking about behind their back, it's like, oh my gosh, wow, like they're so much more confident now. Or, I really love, like you're saying, I love seeing these transformations. I love, being able to go on these journeys. So it is really a loving community. And I love being a part of that type of community as opposed to other communities that are not so much. So
yeah, definitely. Well, that's what I mean. It is a special community, and I think it's great to see people taking advantage of it.
So, all right.
Yeah, let's get to it.
Dr. Bundy, I did not share the video with you.
I don't know what you got me getting into today.
Oh.
So if you want to hate me at the end of the stream,
I'm even gonna have
totally,
a job tomorrow.
Yeah, you're totally within your rights to hate me after the stream, because I don't know how much alcohol you got or what it is, but I'm like hell bent on making sure that it's not enough.
Oh, okay. Oh,
we have
what
help.
is Doc, would you like to tee up what's going on?
Yeah. I'm really sorry about this, Jay. So we like to do this normal thing. We're covering our friend Bdell here. Are you familiar with Bdell?
I'm not familiar with Bdell.
Oh, that's great. That's great. I love it.
Well, you will be. And we got a cool 50,000 subscribers. So,
cool little 50,000. I'm seeing that. That.
Yeah.
And a high conversion ratio, 34K views.
I was gonna say, actually, and compared to a lot of the people that we cover, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Like,
yeah,
it's not even 6 digits.
It makes you think they're not all bots.
Well, yeah, exactly, but
not all.
yeah, he's gonna be Well, I mean, it's gonna just be a lot of things, and we're not getting through this whole video. It's hard to see because I think my YouTube is
Yes.
like permanently messed up. But yeah, that's
No,
not
that's
happening.
everybody's.
That's
Yeah,
we're not
it's
doing
an
it.
hour and a half, and so
Yeah, that's a lot.
even if he was talking coherently, but I just been noticing our past few streams, we really haven't been going beyond like 10 minutes. So I'm just like, you know what? As long as I can find a video that's at least 10 minutes, and we'll just pick out a great part. And there's not a bad
There's not a bad
There's
part.
not a
Honestly, I
bad
think it,
part
it hits
Yeah.
the it hits the ground. It hits the ground running. I think.
Yeah,
So-
and let's get to it. Yeah, I know
Yes,
this. I know
yeah.
the struggle. I know the struggle.
All right, we're gonna let Bdell introduce.
Oh boy, I'm hitting the pipe.
Oh, we can get past this, so we don't need
I'm
to
already
intro.
mad. Why? What?
Yeah, remember the last time you were here?
Why would you do this?
Oh, I see what you're trying to do.
Okay, I don't know.
Is that his Harry Potter coat he got on?
I don't know what it is. I don't.
Wow.
What?
The intro game is serious. You know, I've
It
been
is.
waiting for somebody to make me an intro. I need an intro. See, this
Yeah,
this why I don't
yeah.
have this
If
why I
anybody
don't
wants
have
to
50,000
drop an
subscribers.
intro. I know, right?
No. Oh.
Say it with your chest then.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. There we go.
Oh, and the countdown. The production
like,
value is
this-
there.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
YouTubes seriously.
But at
You
this
would-
point, though, it's.
You would think that.
By the way, this is sound advice that Bdell is giving right here. So if everybody could
Yeah,
just do
yeah.
that.
Subscribe,
Like my
like,
screen.
comment, and share.
Yeah.
my screen though.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like 8 people made him intros, and now he can't.
And he
decide
just
which one
sandwiched
to
them.
do.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm striving
You gotta,
for
hey.
I
He
am.
crowdsourced the
I'm moving
aesthetic.
through it. I'm moving through it. It's just.
Yeah, this
I'm
is
going.
just his cartoon face, which
Yeah.
he could just
Yeah.
put his actual face there.
He didn't have Wayne do
gonna give an extensive
That's not a
There we
Wayne
go.
masterpiece right
Yes,
there.
this.
Okay, here we
Okay.
go.
All right.
So
Oh,
I want.
wait, okay.
I-
So Crystal's saying it's too loud.
the video's too loud.
Not sure. Yeah, I guess we'll
okay.
know in a
Demonstration
second.
on the
but
sun
let's
cycle
go.
activation
I
that
lowered it a
amplifies the quintessential alchemical element.
No,
which
no, I
is the
think just
primordial
commenting
source-
on the music, maybe. Okay.
Okay.
The music was loud. Yeah, that was super loud.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was
Thanks,
like,
Crystal.
yeah.
of the universe that connects you to the ether
Well,
plane.
hold
through the
on.
grand
We started in the middle of a sentence
quint-
though.
Yeah, let's get to the
So today I'm
beginning
gonna
of the
give an
sentence.
Okay.
Also, look, I know a lot of y'all stream from y'all bedrooms, but this situation got me feeling like we ain't
Yeah,
exchanged
right. Do I need to
numbers.
see all your shoes?
He ain't take me nowhere. And yeah, this is a lot.
It's a lot. And
yeah.
I'm worried because he seems to have a nightstand made out of like a solid chunk of radium. And that can't be good for your health. Right? Like these are real concerns. But, okay. So the sentence started, today I'm going to give an extensive, and I'm gonna let it go for
Oh yeah, that's fine.
if we
that's
get
fine.
if we make it to 10 seconds, it'll be impressive. Okay. So hopefully the volume's all right.
extensive demonstration on the sun cycle activation that amplifies the quintessential alchemical element, which is the primordial source of the universe that connects you to the ether plane through the grand unified theory. So with that being
So that's what we're dealing with.
I don't even know what to call that. That is a pseudoscience conspiracy theory anti-intellectual word salad. I don't know. There was just a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot. Yeah.
But like word salad, but if salad is delivered via a fire hose, right? Like you just liquefy it and you just stick it in there and you go and you like use it to try and save California from itself. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. This is the grand unified theory.
Hey, this is a great question. I'd like to rewrite the stream title.
I'm doing the best I can.
All right, let's go.
Being said, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of stuff we're going to cover tonight. There's a lot of stuff that's going on. There's a lot of psychological operations when you're talking about these movies and predictive programming that's acclimated to the solar cycle 25 and the pole shift in itself, right?
Right?
Right? How do you just jump into this? Like, yeah, of course. We're all just with each other on the background information.
About, all this stuff that's acclimated to the solar cycle 25.
The solar cycle 25.
Now
he's
pole shift.
So
right?
Maybe it's because I'm a NASA shill. But I gotta say, it's painful. All of this is painful.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Something about there actually being a solar cycle, I guess. Because that's not a fake thing. It's a real thing.
It's a real thing. I actually read the other day that the sun is about to switch poles again, which happens, I think, every 10 to 15 years, which I thought was pretty cool.
The average thing is 11. Is it from switching pole? I should know this. It's literally like my job on the panel to be the one that would know this, and I don't actually know if it always switches to poles, but I know that it's a sunspot cycle. Like you get more sunspots, and then five and a half years later you have fewer sunspots, and then after 11 years you're back to the full thing on average. But it varies because a lot of things.
And I don't know that it ever goes a full 15, but I'm just, because it varies, I'd want to say you're right, like 11 to 13. But I'm just trying
So there's this thing called, it's real nerdy, but it's called the data to ink ratio that we talk about as a principle of visualization of data, right? And it's like you want like when you create a graph, you want there to be nothing on the graph but clear labels and your data points, so that when you make your point, it's like all of the ink you put on that page is spent conveying a central quantitative message that is it's so obvious what it is. And this is a case where there's just tons you heard too many words on the slide, too much images, too much ink on the page, and what is he trying to convey with this slide? Like this slide would be a riot in an academic situation. Like we will riot. People would be walking out the goddamn room throwing things if somebody put up a slide like this in an academic setting. I mean, revolt. Departmental revolt. Who is your boss? What lab is this? We have to have a talk. This is unacceptable. I mean, angry. We're not even listening to the rest of it. We're just leaving. We're literally leaving.
In physics, we just fall asleep.
Oh my God. Hey,
at least there's a moose.
I do want to thank Peter for
he didn't
Peter,
get the
we were
memo.
just talking about you. I was like, Peter hates me. I haven't seen him all year. I was sobbing uncontrollably.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you're here.
Uncontrollably.
Peter, she even went and got a new boyfriend. She was so sad.
I did. And the new boyfriend told me that I never, like, my shirts just aren't, what do you call it? I never wear low-cut shirts on stream. And so I took that to mean that he's never seen a goddamn show. Yeah. So I got I had to get the thumbs up before I came on stream today that my ensemble would be on point, because I wouldn't want to upset anyone this stream by wearing anything that was too high cut.
That's right.
This started with a call out of Peter.
We had to get it in there. Look, you know, we took a little creative license.
Being confused, being like, wait, why?
A little bit of creative license. A little bit.
Welcome, Peter.
We're going to get into it. So first, we're going to start out with the fact that See, the sun is actually a celestial structure that produces.
That's correct. Right?
Whoa, drink?
That is technically correct. The sun.
That's kind of correct.
Normally, I look up to see the sun.
I think it counts as being a celestial structure. Yeah,
Right. All right.
It's in the sky doing flyy thingies. Yep, with them so
Flight
far.
thingies. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Wait, hold on. Jay, do you think that planes are celestial structures?
With a couple more hits of this weed, I might.
Look, they're in the sky.
They are a structure.
In the sky. So they're kind of he's
They're higher than the firmament.
technically correct, which we all know is the best kind of correct.
Indeed.
All right. Way to go, Jay.
All right, I'm gonna tell you another little theory I have about people like this, apologists and content creators.
Mm-hmm.
They are so desperate to be edgy and sinful and stuff like that, and they love little edgy stuff. So part of the reason we're watching this is because this started with Gaping Hole. I'm telling you, that's how they think. That's how they think. He really feeling himself because he found a legitimate reason to put Gaping Hole on his video. Okay. I'm just telling you, that's how they think. Just telling you.
It's very unclear. Also, I'm fascinated by this image that's on the screen right now. Does anybody else think that kind of looks like the UK?
Okay.
No? Okay. It might just be me.
You can't tell me that's not how they think. This is potty humor, y'all. Gaping hole in the sun bigger than 60 Earths just blasted solar wind right at us. Come on. That's a booty hole joke, a fart joke. I see what
it's all of the jokes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of coronal mass ejections, which are X-class.
And coronal mass ejections, I mean, he doesn't know the difference between an ejection and, other things.
Solar flares that activates the X gene, which turns you into an X-Men. We're going to get...
Oh,
what?
No. Oh, no.
Okay. What?
Jay.
Oh, my goodness.
Aren't you a biologist?
That's how evolution works.
Yeah, but...
Hello?
They lying to me, y'all. Because look, if there was an X-Men lab out there,
No, God damn it, Jay.
We must be getting paid.
It's the X-Man gene.
Yeah, it's a mutationally induced X-Man gene that is due to the dielectric interference of the pseudoscientific. Sorry. I described
of the wind from the gaping hole
in the sun, right?
Right. Maya, last time we did Bdell, I said that we needed to have a counter.
All right, I totally forgot about the counter. My bad.
All right, let's do this.
Forgive me, professional streamer here.
Oh yeah, we're gonna figure out the genetic mechanisms that controls and regulates which superpower you get upon the activation from the solar wind.
With the solar wind from the gaping hole in the sun. All right, let's figure this one out.
Get into that because it's all acclimated to the spirit of Melchizedek, because it's basically the personification of the etheric force within you that connects you to the space-time continuum as the planet is going through a metamorphic change due to the sun cycle, which is propagated by solar cycle 25. So you read this publication by the Science Alert.
I think I missed a video. We can't possibly be in the actual 25th solar cycle. Not even in my lifetime.
No.
I just...
No, but that probably is a thing.
Was the thing.
They noticed the solar cycles.
Oh, okay. So in
the 1700s, I think.
Sure.
And they've been tracking them since then, which is why we know about it. And
do they count them like this?
That would not surprise me.
Okay. Yeah.
That would not surprise me at all, because you gotta start. Might as well start counting from somewhere, right?
What do you know about the Science Alert?
Science Alert is not a priori BS. They're not great. Like they're not the place I would go to for my science news, but
It
generally
just seems like
speaking,
maybe clickbaity leaning science
Yeah,
reporting, and
yeah.
for the most part, it's okay if you're not totally,
Yeah.
gonna twist it out of shape or whatever.
Exactly. They're genuinely trying because they're like, interested, but they're not people who are great at it. Like I go, like, the place I go to for my like pop-ish science news is phys.org.
Okay,
Phys.org is pretty good.
That's a tight recommendation. I appreciate that, actually.
Yeah. Also anything written by Ethan Siegel has, in my experience, been pretty good. So
I'm gonna check it out and bookmark it.
But this is totally, I mean, this is pop science. This is not a scientific paper or report.
Fair.
Peter makes a good point here.
It's a gaping hole in the sun bigger than the 60 Earth, just blasts a solar wind right at us. So when you're looking at the central system of the sunspot that's basically on the celestial body of the sun, it is basically a direct emulation, right, of the Hebrew numerical component of the letter 6, right? So when you look at the central system,
Okay, that's a 7. I know what 7s look like.
Is this a Hebrew 6? Is there
Probably.
Hebrew?
I mean, hopefully it is. Like,
Oh fuck! I need to know now.
It's a message in the sun fart, y'all.
Yeah.
Is that where is that what he finna tell us? He finna tell us it's a message in the sun fart?
Oh, he's gonna tell us just all sorts of.
Oh my
wonderful
goodness!
It I don't know. I'm not.
What?
All right, so let me see if I can.
Did we just open up a bag of worms with?
No, I mean because like now I'm just like I need to know. I like facts, right?
Right.
So oh wait, not this one. This one. Sorry. So when I like Googled Hebrew letter 6, like this showed up.
Oh, see.
So
Wait, is 6 a letter in Hebrew, or is it? Well, I guess they may not have had numerals.
well,
So that's a fair point.
Here you go.
You're right.
If you can kind of see here where
he got another one.
Yeah. And then so we're 7. This is 7. So I mean, they all I don't want to say they all look the same, but like I don't know. And if somebody were to handwrite it for me, like if I were to write this down by hand, you probably couldn't tell a 6 from a 7.
Yeah, I mean,
definitely.
I write things down by hand all the time, and I can't tell.
I think it's supposed to be like
6 from a 7.
7.
6 from a 7, I can tell.
Whoops,
But I can't tell a 7 from a 1. Not well.
No, yeah.
of
I think that's
6
how
in
doctors
ancient
write. So
I used to always tell people I have a doctor's handwriting, just not a doctor's bank account. So
right.
Hebrew, it's a direct emulation of the sunspot that is being projected down to the planet to basically project and amplify.
Also, can I just say,
magnetic?
Nah, that don't look like it. Nah, it don't even look like it.
Nope.
Nah. It looks like the Eiffel Tower on a mushroom trip.
Yeah, or like a congressional district or something.
yeah, it looks like everything looks like a congressional district. That's hilarious. That is epic. Oh, it's epic, Dr. T.
Thank you.
Pole shift, right? And the reason that's connected to it is because it's connected to the central system of the spirit of the moon. The spirit of the moon is the sixth ether energy. So when you're looking at these coronal mass ejections, this is actually reversing the polarity of the sixth ether energy that kept us stuck in the Piscean age under the dark frequency of the lunar.
Okay, it's the manifestation of the sixth ether energy that kept us stuck in the Piscean age under the dark frequency of the lunar. What does that mean?
You're the doctor.
What is the
You're a double
Piscean
doctor.
age?
You know what?
Why is
though?
he a double doctor and I'm not a double doctor?
Dual
Okay,
PhD
you're white
program.
and a
It's a whole
doctor,
mess.
so you're right.
It's
It's
a whole
tantamount.
mess. A whole
Oh,
institutional mess.
That I don't think I knew that, man.
Oh. Yeah,
That's fair.
Yeah. But yeah, the funny thing I'm thinking is this is what's wrong with capitalism. Because he's the one with 50K subs, so maybe we're the ones doing. Maybe by going to grad school and studying under people ahead of us in our fields and going through all this peer reviewed stuff. Dr. T, maybe we messed up. Maybe we went left when we should have gone right.
I mean, I'm exactly where I want to be at in life, so I'm pretty all right with it. Wait, hold on. That means that I want to be listening. Man, my life choices are so confusing.
They are. They really are. They really are. How do we end up here? I just don't know how y'all find this stuff, because it's like y'all internet the internet. You know, it's like just when you think you've seen the best the internet has to offer, here comes Bad Science Sunday.
I think I found this guy.
No.
Originally.
He's a treat.
No.
I think I did, Maya.
I don't think so.
I could be wrong.
You don't do shit though. So I'm gonna say me.
Rude.
Lunar cycle, which is the sleep spell of King Gu. So these
What?
What?
Did he really say King Goo?
Kangaroo, yeah. The ruler Kangaroo. That's how they named him. The kangaroo. That's how they named it.
All right.
This is intense. And the thing is, he has the riz. He says it with so much confidence. He says it to you like he's reading you the weather report for the day.
Oh yeah. Just more convoluted and with some terms that may or may not be words.
I don't even know. Where does this stuff come from? Who comes up with this stuff?
People like him.
Yeah.
Like some of these clauses have never put, like, these wacky ideas have never been put together, and now they can become their whole thing. Like,
he's an innovator of pseudoscience.
That's hitting the planet is basically reversing the polarity of patriarchy to restore the matriarchy. Because when you understand a sun,
I can't. The moon spirit is reversing the patriarchy.
I'm looking.
Y'all, I hate to say this, but I was dating a Wiccan chick, and she might have been on to something. She was trying to tell me something like this, and I thought she was a little out there, but
now you're seeing what out
now, yeah, now maybe it's something I don't know. Maybe she was on to something. That's what this sounds like to me.
Yeah, but how is the ethereal energy of the Scion Age related to the inversions of the magnetic poles of the sun, and how is any of that related to patriarchy and what?
Because the moon spirit, the moon spirit. You gotta factor the moon spirit into the equation. When that's the problem is they be forgetting critical terms in the equation, and that's why the conventional scientists are just not with it. There's not enough dimensionality in the models. That's the problem.
If this guy can write down a Hamiltonian for his model, I would love to see it.
Oh, me and you both. I would pay him real money, contribute to his grift to see him write math on a chalkboard. Yes. I'd be so happy. I think I was catching the Holy Spirit.
By nature, and nature is personification of a matriarch. That's when you have the dualistic forces of the divine feminine and the divine masculine working in symbiotic connection to reverse the polarity of this demonic energy that's on the planet. When you talk about the Curse and the Black Nobility and these archons.
make it a better place for you. I mean, I kind of like what he's saying, the unification of the masculine and the feminine and everybody in between, and we're all just going to be united under the moon spirit and the patriarch. I mean, I'm down with the patriarch. I can't disagree with him there. I mean, maybe,
Well,
maybe they're
we got black
allies.
nobility going on here too. See?
Oh.
Yeah.
They control everything in the higher dimensions when you're talking about the demiurge, right?
What's
So
the demiurge?
it's basically a direct emulation of the spirit.
You keep on using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means.
Which one, demiurge or emulation? Okay, yeah.
It's not.
Peter has a question.
You guys think this dude actually believes a word that came out of his mouth?
I do.
It's unclear.
I do.
I think probably, though.
I've seen a lot of his video. I mean, it's. I don't know that he understands. I don't know that anyone understands the words that are coming out of his mouth. I think that the actual words themselves, he might be making up just to make himself sound smarter, because that's a thing that people do.
Yeah.
But the concepts behind the words, I do think he drinks his own Kool-Aid.
Yeah, I think people underestimate how easy it is to drink your own Kool-Aid and how prevalent it is. Straight up, and this might be a terrible, terrible way of evaluating things. It is a terrible way of evaluating things. The thing that makes me question it the most is just looking at his room. It seems like he does all right for himself.
He probably, I mean, I would hope he has another job, but who knows? Either that or it's the basement of his mama's house.
He gets paid by the word, though, right?
I could totally see that being the basement of his mama's house.
It's a pretty lit basement, though.
True. So it's a tough cold read. I'll say this. This is how we all fall for the grift, right? If you're not a believer, it's they suck you in just wondering if they really believe it or not, and you'll watch them for years trying to figure it out. I've made that mistake. But I will say this. He definitely seems like the type of dude who talks this way around a lot of people. So if he doesn't truly believe it, he's definitely the type that, like, a lot of the people in his close circle think he's whacked out. So he carries it, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Also, he has a level of disorganization to the way he presents it that makes it seem a little bit more sincere to me. There are people who are very skilled at the nonsense. Witsit is one that I'm thinking of. Witsit, he like plans out his arguments and stuff way more with way more like a forethought than most people that believe such wacky things do, which makes me think that he might be a Poe. But
it wouldn't take much.
So I will say
me to believe Witsit is a Poe.
I will say this, like, there's somebody out here that basically was like a fucked up religious family with like a weird sexual dynamic between like the father and the supposed stepdaughter or whatever and all this stuff. And there are people who think that it's actually all an act.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's kind of the time we live in, where there's a lot of wackos out there on the internet. Like, there's an Uncle Roger on the internet, and there's somebody who plays exactly an Uncle Roger and is just thinks that for them it's almost like a social experiment, and they're just deep in it now. Mm-hmm. And the fucked up thing is we have no way of knowing. So I think the new thing is like we're in the era of you are who you pretend to be.
Yeah, I see it.
The moon sigil schism, and it's a direct emulation of the sigil schism of the.
What does that word mean, sigil schism?
Does anybody know? I don't even know how to spell it. I don't even know how to spell it
No-
to like. I mean, because like yeah, the whatchamacallit
Neither does
isn't even picking
YouTube.
it up.
Yeah.
like the analytics is just like I heard schism.
Yeah. Also, is schism a word? CISM? Is that a standalone word?
It comes at the end of criticism.
Well, yeah, but so does me getting up and storming away angrily. That comes at the end of criticism too.
All valid answers.
Can y'all mark the
6,
timestamp
sorry.
real quick and go back and show Wayne this person's
Oh, is Wayne here? Oh, Wayne, what's up?
the portrait. Wayne, when this portrait came up, I said he didn't have his portrait done by Wayne. Wayne, wait till you see this
Oh, at the
trash.
very beginning.
This
Yeah,
one?
the picture. Yeah,
This one?
the face.
Or-
Was there another one too?
There
was
was
bigger.
another one. There
it
was a
like
bigger one.
bunch.
Yeah, there was a
bigger
bigger
one, yeah.
one.
These?
No,
No.
it was.
Go.
Yeah.
Right there. It's just a bigger
Yeah,
one.
hold on. Let me just. I can.
Wayne, that's not your work, is it?
All right, there we go.
I don't know if y'all seen Wayne's portraits of people, but they're epic. They're epic. And
I
this,
want to know who this
and it
is.
makes it look like this was done by an 8-year-old by comparison.
Well, man.
Oh, Wayne's
never
saying
have
it's
me
a
draw
filter.
anything for you. So.
He doesn't think anybody drew it. He thinks it's just a filter.
It's just a filter. Oh, interesting. Shows how much I know.
I wouldn't. I mean, could totally draw that, but I could see it being a filter too. But I'm thinking if it was a filter, like he'd take a better still. But
Yeah, Wayne, let people
I think
know how
it's
to
fan
find your socials so they could check out your work. Wayne's work is incredible, y'all.
I didn't know Wayne drew. That's
Oh
cool.
yeah, out of this world.
Well, Wayne's going to be here in 2 weeks, so we'll make sure he shows
Oh
the shit
yeah,
out of himself too.
definitely.
Whoops. I muted it.
It's basically a direct emulation of the spirit of the moon sigil schism, and it's a direct emulation of the sigil schism of the letter 6 in ancient Hebrew, right? So
Right.
it's basically going against the celestial body of the monolithic megastructure, which is a satellite for the energy extraction matrix. We're talking about the moon here. So
The energy extraction matrix.
The
But
monolithic.
we're talking about the moon.
So monolithic celestial structure. If you want to use those words to describe the moon, I'm not. You're not. You're not.
Make it make sense.
Totally wrong. Yeah, you can force it right because it's celestial. It's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's made of moon rock, so it's lithic, right? Right.
I'm telling y'all, this man playing eight-dimensional chess. This
I
man is.
think you're giving him more credit
He's
than he
either
deserves.
he's either about to get ignored or he's about to blow up because this is he's spitting fire. This is so algorithm friendly. Like every sentence is just chock full of nonsense. It's like the Gish Gallop on an exponential level is crazy. Like this is either brilliant or it's going places. It's going up or it's going down, but it's going somewhere.
I want to say he was at 37 the last time we did him.
He might be moving.
I think he's moving up, but I could be wrong. I have to look at the last video. Yeah. But he's moving up. He's gaining followers. Like he's not like I was kind of surprised that Hans Wernhat has been sitting still as long as he has. I mean, I get it, but this guy is on the move. Like and he's a Moorish American, which we can get into later. But
if you put him up against most apologists, they're Snoop Dogg. You know, they gonna spit you a nice verse, but it's gonna take 10 minutes to get it out. This dude is Bone Thugs and Harmony. You know, and you just can't even keep up. It's just yeah. Could you imagine being in debate against a guy like this? Again, you would just leave.
I don't even know how do you even
leave.
how do you even have that debate? It's just like I don't even know where to start with this, judges. Like, Can you make him make sense, please?
Literally, he
Like,
does his opening, and you just go, "Fuck it, I lost. I'm out of here. I can't.
seriously though.
I can't." It's he wins because I can't even.
Yeah, you develop a hardcore drug habit and a downward spiral like live on stage. And I was too on the edge. I don't know what to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
So the
Let's go.
sun, these coronal mass ejections that you're looking at, this sunspot activity has the ability to reverse a polarity that's connected to the Metatronic overlay. So this was where you're talking about the propagation of religion, the propagation of technological devices, the propagation of a crypto control system, the propagation of everything that's connected to the material world. So this.
Tell me these are actual words in physics, Mandy. Tell me.
Which ones? Most of the most of like the I don't know what the word for it is because I'm not Titan Uranus, but like the word chunks, a lot of them I know, like crypto, but crypto isn't a physics thing. It's like it's an obnoxious like internet bro thing, right? And yeah, Metatron is not a physics thing. Although we do like putting Tron at the end of things.
I hope
But
it's
no,
a little. I hope
Metatron-
it's okay to get a little adult around here.
What?
But what is this man's pillow talk like? What does he say when he's fucking you? Like I really I have to admit I'm curious.
I don't know. Like, if he's smart, like he just won't talk.
He won't. Yeah, nothing.
You know,
He's the
'cause,
strong
like,
silent
I can't
type.
imagine like how fast a bitch would dry up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what's got to be an issue.
Bdell only fan. Oh my god! Hold on, I wrote Bdell only. I'm
Tell
I don't
me it's
even wanna
not.
know. I don't
No.
wanna
no.
No.
I'm gonna show. I'm. Let me just. Okay, Maya. I'm gonna. I took a screenshot of what Google literally. Google literally put this as the auto completion suggestion.
Okay.
And I feel I typed Bdell only,
Like, just like maybe
and then
don't.
it wanted to finish it with OnlyFans. Okay, this is either an indictment of me, which fair, or an indictment of reality.
Yep. That it's like we already know what you want. We already know what
think
you're
it's
looking
both.
for. And you're and don't worry. Come just hit tab complete because you're not the only one. Just hit tab complete and join the party. Crazy.
Okay,
Google's like, I'll make
show
it
me
easy.
anything.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, people that can't fuck should be avoided at all times. At all
Yeah.
times.
Look, women, we've got to do we've got to do society a solid. Like, you can't fuck the unfuckable. Don't do the courtesy fuck. Like, just you gotta nip it in the bud.
But
You know,
also
and-
remember that they'll ruin your sex life, your productivity, everything that contributes to your game because they ain't fucking anyway. So see what I'm saying?
But nah. Like, we gotta keep it on lock. You know, it's like you gotta. I'm not saying like I'm very like sex positive, body positive kind of person, but like some shit just needs to be kept on lock for the betterment of society. Like, people need to know that you got to step it up if you want to be a societal contributor.
Oh yes. Look. Let's keep it real. So many of the people that were bad out here, like, oh, you just got finished whipping your slaves. Look at these candy yams I got waiting for you. Oh, how was the Klan rally tonight, honey? Would you like to do it from behind? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. If we really use sex as a method of protest, the world will be a better place.
I'm just saying. You know what? And this isn't me just being a bitch. Jay's old man. I'm sorry, Jay. I'm assuming that you identify as a man.
I'm like,
You're with the women on
if
this,
you're a
right?
Trump supporter, swipe left. Y'all know me. Yes, 100%, 100%.
This is a feminist, y'all.
Yeah. Oh, it's crazy. That's how this Trump shit has taken us. It's a lot of fine ass women. I'm just like, nope, can't. You're fucking evil. You're fucking evil.
You know,
It's terrible.
I only love people that love people. So
Exactly.
all right. We've derailed the stream
Central
enough.
that
If
you
in
see
fact
right
that's
here on
possible.
the sun is a representation of the dematerialization of the sixth ether energy that was controlled by the Canaanite, who was doing the bidding of these
The
archonic
what?
forces, who is also known as your black nobility, right?
The what?
Yeah, I mentioned he's a Moorish American, right?
How
Doing the
do
bidding
you?
of
He's
these
a Moorish American.
Oh, wait, you don't know about that?
Are you not familiar with Moorish Americans? And the
I've
American Moor movement?
heard about them, but I don't really know. You know, you hear about them like they some type of like black Masons or something similar to that, but it's just talk. Like
No, Masons are evil. These
I don't
are,
really know people that like are really a part of that. But that sounds almost like the Black Hebrew Israelite stuff. Because
it's that, but like more intense and weird, more sovereign citizen-y. Way more sovereign citizen.
Yeah, they're Muslims, sovereign citizen Muslims
that think that they're also Native Americans sometimes.
It's got a hint of BHI in it.
Yeah, it's my thing is like my brain just can't take this because I'm trying to focus on the sun farts and the moon energy and how it creates the X-Men through mutation. And then he just throws out the Canaanites, who are actually the black royalty. There's just no bounds to this theory.
Yeah. Where are we at here? So I probably can't see any of this. So it's like I don't know, it's an anti-government ideology originated in the United States whose adherents believe they are free from rule or laws imposed by the supposedly illegitimate U.S. government, actions by sovereign citizens. Well, yeah, everybody knows about sovereign citizens, right? Like I don't have to go through this.
Yeah, they're just they're just it's not a thing.
They're like choose your own adventure, like legal people. They're like, I can just select which laws apply to me.
Yeah, so it's saying here the Moorish sovereign movement draws from the religious teachings of the Moorish Science Temple of America, founded in 1913 by Timothy Drew, who was known later by, nobody gives a fuck. Oh, where is it?
Noble.
By the way, the term Science Temple, huge red flag.
Oh, you know what they do? They're in Newark. Now that I think about it, I think I've seen like one of their buildings.
So Moorish members were issued official identification cards stating their birthright as Moorish Americans. Moorish sovereigns also create their own ID cards, but the original MTSA card says, "I am a citizen of the USA." As an acknowledgement of their African and Moorish backgrounds. So I don't know, it's a really long thing, but like this, I'm just kind of showing this because this is like where you can find like the Institute for Strategic Dialogue. It kind of explains like all of this shit. And I can get into, I could go into that and then we can get on to further reading, but it's a lot. It's a whole lot.
Yeah,
but like when we're talking about,
it's very much the kind of a sort of conspiracy theory community that would be in line for this show, but it's not technically science. I mean, neither is what he's saying, but at least there's a picture of the sun.
Like, yeah, I'm just saying, if you want to know what they are, like, there are resources, and yeah, that's what they're called. That's they're. That was just the top of like the Google search I did to but yeah, if you think of Moorish Americans as sovereign citizen Muslim BHIs, and that'll
get
you like a lot
in
of
the ballpark. Yeah,
I think I need more alcohol. More alcohol. That's what we need.
Let's see what you did there.
tectonic forces, who is also known as your black nobility, right? Says a
Right.
giant hole in the atmosphere
Right.
of the sun, more
Right.
than 5 times larger than the diameter of Jupiter, is unleashing a powerful solar wind that's blasting through the solar system, right?
Sun fart.
So with that being said,
Yes,
that
yes,
energy
Chester.
is going to reverse the polarity of patriarchy in the lunar cycle, because we in the Aquarian age. The Aquarian age is the
What is the patriarchy
we are in
of
the
the
age
lunar
of
cycle?
Aquarius, y'all. Oh my
mean-
goodness.
What is the patriarchy of the lunar cycle?
The
Is that a term?
patriarchy. What does he even think the patriarchy is?
I don't know. I
Hmm.
hope it has something to do with what he's got on screen, and I really, really, really hope that what he's got on screen isn't like a momentary thing and then he's going to click through to something else, because I want to make Jay talk
CRISPR-based
about this.
kill switches for engineered microbes. Wow.
So yeah, Carrie Ann is saying we should do a sovereign citizen bad science, and I mean that was actually I think our very first
We can do
Bdell
it.
stream was kind of billed as
That might be
a
true.
sovereign citizen bad science thing, because he was going more into the bullshit with that one. But this is just Bdell being crazy.
Yeah.
But it's not a because they all think.
Wayne said he wants to be on the sovereign citizen panel, so yeah, I'm gonna have to come back for that one too.
Yeah. We'll circle back.
Yeah, let's see what he says about this CRISPR
golden
stuff.
age. And the golden age is only going to be galvanized by those who are connected to nature and carbon and things of that nature. So when you get into
What?
Nope, rolled
So I
right
mean-
through it. Put it up there for absolutely no reason.
Quantitative analytical data, the sun in itself has
Quantitative
the
analytical
ability
data,
to
great.
alter things all throughout human history, right? So when the sun was at solar maximum in solar cycle 24, right, you had all these things that happened all throughout ancient history.
Ancient history in solar cycle 24, like 11 years ago. That's not how ancient history works. It's not 11 years ago. So if we're in solar cycle 25, if we're in solar cycle 25 and solar cycles take like 11 years, then solar cycle
the last
24,
one was not ancient history.
No,
it was not ancient history.
It was a few years ago.
And certainly not all these things referring to the things that are on the screen happened then. You did not have Euro 2012 and the Congress of Vienna in the 24th solar cycle.
See, this is part of the danger of us not promoting, to me, a naturalistic worldview. Just even the idea that there's like a supernatural connection such that solar events dictate human history. Like, what do you until the sun blows up, like it's just it's pretty
very,
insane.
Yeah, it's very rare that the sun I mean, if we got a really bad coronal mass ejection that really did send a lot of stuff right towards us, that could be really problematic. Like legitimately.
But if so, that'd have been a significant enough event that it'd be on the chart itself, right? Like remember that time the sun did the thing and then we all had to do the thing.
And there was something like that happened in the like very early days of like telegraph, and people got zapped because like basically the sun just sent like a lot of crap our way. Like a giant solar flare decided to like throw a bunch of stuff our way, and like you saw crazy auroras and stuff like that. And it like fried telegraph networks, and it's kind of hard to fry a telegraph network because it's literally just like copper cable. Basically, it's pretty durable. If that happened today, it would like brick most of the satellites in orbit.
Wow.
And then it could really cause problems. It could you might get like grid shutdowns and stuff because you're suddenly getting a huge like electric fields that are just suddenly yanking a ton of voltage like,
so there'd be like
math.
just enough time for Texas to be fucked first because they're on their own shit, and we'd like laugh at them, and then our grids would get shut off too, and be like, God damn it,
Florida.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not like total fake nonsense.
Yeah, This is something that could happen.
Yeah.
You had the American Revolution. You had the French Revolution. You had the predecessor of Emperor Napoleon. Then you had the Vienna Congress. You had the July Revolution. You had the Union of Italy. You had a War of Succession. Then you had the French and Prussian War and the Paris Commune. And then you had the Revolution in Russia from 1905 to 1907. Then you had the Great October Revolution. So the sun in itself, when you talk about sunspot
I'm just going to skip through the list.
The planet in a form of revolution. That's why you see many different forms of revolution taking place when you're looking at the sun's influence on historical history. American Revolution, the Great French Revolution, July Revolution.
This is like astrology
when the
or
sun is at
something,
solar
right?
maximum,
Yeah.
during the time in between 2024 and 2025.
I mean, what about Trump? I feel like Trump would be on there, right? Like, America just shoots itself in the foot, you know?
And honestly, this is why, like, I find it hard. Like, I've literally tried with people who were like into astrology and stuff, and I just can't.
Right.
Can't.
Yeah.
It's like, how do I respectfully say I can't take this seriously?
I just ask them about the math, and I'm like, can you give me any plausible mechanism?
Yeah, it's about the end of that.
Yeah.
When the sun reaches solar maximum, that is basically the personification of the seventh seal being open. Because when you understand the metaphysical codex of solar cycle 25, 2 + 5 = what? 7, because that energy of the sun is going to break open the seventh seal that connects by turning everything into a new heaven and a new earth. When you go to Revelation chapter 21 verse 1, right? So with that being said, you had the Cuban Revolution, you had a revolution of 1905 in Russia. All these revolutions is basically ending the concept of a corporation, because 2023 was
when the seventh seal is opened, a peace settles over the universe, and there is silence in the heaven for a time. So he's making it sound like, I mean, is it me, or is he making it sound like the seventh seal breaking open is when Armageddon starts?
It's getting a little, what's the right word? End timesy.
Yeah, but
little revelation flavored.
Eschatological.
Eschatological. Boom.
That first syllable is really important, by the way.
Drink me, I'm not trust.
The inception point of the 7-year tribulation period, right? We're going our way back to 7, because 7, when you understand the numerical components of it, 7 is also is a representation.
Of course, we're doing gematria. Why wouldn't we be doing gematria? Because, like, he seemed like a guy. Oh my god! You know what? And if we get I don't know how far we're gonna get into this video, but like it gets worse. Like it's it's actually Jay. I know last time you got mad at us for like the last video that you were in. He was talking about all these numbers and the 3 and the 5 and the 7.
The 3, the 6, and the 9.
Oh right, yeah, all that. Yeah. This is actually worse than that one.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's time lapse in the.
Yeah, we can get past this because I think we all understand the sun and the end times and holy fuck, and I need to be ready.
In the moon
and
spirit.
You need to bow down to your Black Moorish American overlords because
they're the Canaanites.
Yup.
Yeah, God's chosen people and whatnot.
Wait, hold on. Okay, we're gonna start here because I saw a word that I wanted to get to.
Projection grid system that's connected to the fermented dome. You got to watch.
We got a firmamented dome.
I was gonna say that's that's sounding like firmament to me.
Yeah, or ferment, because he may have said fermented dome, which, all right, I don't know what that means, but
Right.
That firmament in the Archons
Firmament.
video
Yep,
that
there
I
it
put
is.
out maybe like a week and a half ago.
oh, we
So
did miss a
now-
video.
When you're looking at the life cycle of a sun, right?
See, by the way, this was produced by somebody who knows how to produce a graphic,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And it's got useful information. We got I gotta move this up here, I guess. We got the birth and stuff. You got a giant molecular cloud, and then it collapses into a planetary protostellar disk. I don't know exactly what that is. I assume it's being labeled after a particular thing. And then you got the main sequence, so that feeds into a thing, and we have very
this is
developed theories for all of this. It's great.
Absolutely.
It's fantastic.
Absolutely.
I love it.
It's a great graphic.
Yeah,
Great
you know,
graphic.
there's a
Great.
lot-
Very, very high data to ink ratio.
Yeah. They're not including.
There's
there's
no ink on it that isn't either conveying how one thing leads to another, what something is, or the representation of what something looks like. There's no
exactly.
other information at all, right? That's maximizing
The biggest
the data to ink
problem
ratio.
is that is that you can't see what's going on.
Yeah,
over
because he's
here,
covering
and
it.
that's his fault.
Yeah, exactly.
When you're talking about sunspot activity and things of that nature. So when you're looking at an orange or a yellow sun, that is basically a personification of an old star. And when the sun turns red, it's basically about to die. And then it's transmuted into a form of a planetary nebula, which loses its magnetic field and the frequency of the red sun, and it's transmuted into a
Stars do not have a frequency. It's not a.
I
When
don't
you
get
talk about
what
frequencies,
frequency
you need to-
madness is. Yeah,
You
frequency is
gotta-
the new energy. Like we told people to stop saying energy because that wasn't what they think it means, and then they heard people saying frequency, and I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a new
And they get-
buzzword.
And they use that in resonance, and the concepts of frequency and resonance totally go together. Like,
Right, absolutely. Yeah.
but like in specific ways. There's frequencies are all over the place in physics, but they don't. What you they correspond to things that are either happening at a certain rate or that are oscillating, or something like that, or that can be
Right.
expressed mathematically in terms of functions that do that.
Right.
white dwarf star that is also transmuted into a black hole, and the black hole has the ability to take you,
Oh, wait a minute.
taking you into a different.
We're
space
talking about
and
black
time.
holes again?
That is your.
Wait, it's like he knows I'm watching. I love it.
personification of a new heaven and a new earth, right? So this is basically the cycles of everything that's going to be happening when you're talking about solar cycle 25, right? Matter of fact,
This is the life cycle of a star. Okay, it is not the solar cycle of the sun. Those are two totally different things. Solar cycles take like a decade. The life cycle of a star, at the shortest, is gonna take a few million years. I don't know what the lower bound is. I know that like really, really, really huge like blue supergiants, I think some of them can get younger from like birth, beginning of fusion to death. I think some of them can get below 100 million years, but I'm not an astrophysicist. But no, the sun, sun is 4.5 billion years old.
And Titan helped clear up frequency for us. It's clearly the vibrational resonance integration of the magnetic polarization with the luminosity differential. Fucking duh.
Yeah, and then it's gonna reverse the polarity of the patriarchy with the moon spirit. But yeah, also so then the solar cycles are all within a particular stage, right? We're all just staying. We're in that current stage. What stage of the life cycle is our current sun in? Look, is it?
It's in the main sequence. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is very much in the main sequence. It will become. It is much more like. I mean, this is not his graphic. It is correct.
Yeah. Right.
And it will turn into a red giant. I don't remember off the top of my head exactly which particular way of dying it will go. I think it will produce a white dwarf eventually. Which I think is what's behind him. I think what's behind him is that there's a white dwarf surrounded by like a lot of, because the thing is, so the sun, it's going to become a red giant, and you have this huge outer cloud that's going to extend like beyond Mars, maybe up to Jupiter or something. But that might be bigger ones or something. And when it does die, it's gonna blow it's gonna blow most of that material like off and away, and it will become a planetary nebula, which is a poorly named thing, although it does feel like this part is the part that sort of feeds back into this part here.
Okay.
So
it could split off and start that part of the cycle again.
Yeah. But
we'll be fucked by then. We'll be getting fucked.
Yeah, or like we'll we'll have solved that problem billions of years previously. You know, I'm an optimist, so.
I mean, in any event, whatever happens to mankind, we'll all be dead.
Yep. Hopefully. Some people be talking about keeping us around,
will.
bringing us back. Oh my goodness, please don't.
Is a planetary nebula, the magnetic field of it. I have a video of a person experiencing that. Right? I'm gonna show the video.
A person experiencing that.
I hope y'all taking some notes, man, because
were we supposed to take notes? Is this gonna be on the test?
Man, I totally left all my shit downstairs.
Taking notes.
I left my notes downstairs.
He needs a whole ass stenographer to get taking some damn notes.
The intensity of everything on this planet is starting to, it's starting to wake up. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is the 7-year tribulation period. 2023 was basically the segue, because the reason I said it was the segue of everything, because they had to dismantle all the corporations. We're going to get into it. I'm going to play
When did all the corporations get dismantled?
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. He's like they had to get rid of everybody's corporate overlords.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Just terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Video. So with this video you're looking at, this is basically a magnetic field energy of a planetary nebula that's basically in our solar system.
Hey, that's it. Look. Now wait for it. Wait for it. Now y'all see that?
Okay, so
what the hell going on here?
I really want to applaud this video person on their great like Photoshop skills.
Yeah,
I love your face though.
I love the narration.
What is happening? What is this big thing in the foreground? When this big thing? Oh.
Yeah,
you don't remember the day this happened? Is everybody trying to blank on the day this happened?
I can't. To me, that looks like it could be a street light.
Like, no, it was totally something happening in the firmament.
Yeah, and then the thing. This is
right.
And what is the thing down there at the bottom left?
Know.
And it looks like it's just, and then it's just houses over there.
Yeah. This happened just above houses.
This is what I'm saying. I think that this is nothing. I don't know what it is. It's nothing.
Holy shit! If we Oh my God,
That
y'all, we
looked
done
like
woke up godless granny.
I'm so sorry.
a whole planet entering into our
Hey,
solar
Granny.
system.
I'm gonna be on Granny's
It
A
looked
channel.
like
whole
I think
planet
next
into our
week.
around
solar
So
Saturn.
system.
can we get a? I like to shout out
Hey,
Godless
godless
Granny.
granny.
I'm gonna be in her channel. I think
What?
we agreed on next week, next Saturday. So if one of the mods can get her, 'cause I want everybody over there. She's an amazing person,
Yes,
and
big
I can't
fan.
believe
Big
she's awake
fan.
right now.
Big fan. Yeah, glad to have you here, godless granny. Hi, I'm Pocket Locker 86. I watch all your stuff. Yeah, definitely.
All right, I'm sorry. We were just discussing, and I'm sure you remember this, godless granny, the day that whatever the hell this is, was in the sky, in the dome that we call the firmament, that one time, and we
Oh,
all, yeah.
sorry. I just want to tell godless granny. Sometimes when I'm in your chat, Hunter Biden's laptops. I always forget that people outside our
Oh,
friend group don't always realize that that's me.
oh yeah,
wait.
the planetary nebula.
Look at that.
That they
Right
have
up
Look
no,
like
around
a
the
they
fireball
Mars.
clearly
just
have
in
no
the firmament.
idea what a nebula is, and why one can't be in the sky looking like this.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
can you
don't.
put the what you call it down a little bit more? So, or I'm not.
Where? Who?
What are we supposed to be looking at? Are we looking at the thing down here, up there?
I have no idea what we're supposed to be looking at, but there isn't a good place for this thing.
Or do it,
Yeah.
what it look like? Do this look like the firmament?
Do
No.
this look like the
No.
firmament?
I have no idea what that is or if it's real.
What? Wait, hold up. You have no idea if it's real. You have no idea if it's real. I'm going to give you two. You can pick from yes or no, and you only get one guess as to whether or not this is real.
It depends on what your definition of real is.
It's really
What counts as
manipulated.
real? Like,
I'm
is
saying
this
no.
a thing? Is this a thing that actually fell on the sensor of a camera?
In the colloquial sense of the
Here's what I
term.
mean by real. If you were standing next to the cameraman in this that night, that the exact time that whoever the fuck this ignorant motherfucker is talking, pointing a camera somewhere in the sky, if you were standing next to him, this scene would have hit your eyes,
Maybe.
and it would have looked
Maybe.
exactly this way.
I have a theory as to what could be causing this.
Mm-hmm.
He could be standing behind a window, and this could be the reflection off of the window of some crazy movie that's going on in the background, like Interstellar or some shit, like with like a wormhole and stuff like that. And this guy is just like, oh man, this looks like crazy as all hell. That is a way that you could,
or just like a dirty, just like looking like a
camera.
dirty pane and a couple of lights out there.
Well, optical illusions are not that like hard to imagine. Maya's so mad at me. She's like, damn it, Weasel.
I'm just, collision.
Did something hit the firmament? You know what I mean? I don't know. I can't call this one.
It's the sun and the firmament.
Real preach. Look at this here. Well, I can't make this up. And I wonder why they ain't showing this on the regular news and everything. They trying to cut.
I'm not changing the volume, by the way. It's really just going like that.
You see what it has a color spectrum on it. You know what I'm saying? It has its own frequency bandwidth. So when you see something that has its own frequency bandwidth,
For the love of God, what are you talking about when you say its own frequency bandwidth?
He has no idea.
I want them to like have that defined in a clear way.
it means
It's
that
the
basically
sun in the
magnetic field.
firmament with its own frequency bandwidth. I don't understand why you're acting like this is so hard. You're a goddamn physicist.
That's why I'm acting like it's so.
Them putting that thing in the corner still bothers me because I'm still trying to figure.
Right.
What does that have to do with
Why
everything?
is this here? Yeah.
It's so manipulated. Yeah, it's
I
crazy.
have no idea what this is. This This, I'm pretty confident, Maya, is not real, according to the definition that we went through before. So,
Which means there was something done to it in post.
Oh hell!
So, like I
Whoa!
said, it's
Wait,
the
Wait,
wait,
but that
wait!
looked like a screen.
Wait a minute! You're just gonna like show that and then stop? Like the hell?
show what and
Not,
stop.
I mean, not
Hit
you,
that
but
last, hit
like,
that last spin again. Hit that last second again.
yeah.
Pause
Like,
at that
what the
last.
fuck?
Look.
means that it basically has its own magnetic field.
I mean, that's
Excuse me.
clearly what it means because physics.
Boom. Pause.
You mean-
See?
you
So,
mean-
like I said, this is a good time to be
Why
alive.
are you? Why did you
lot of
not
stuff-
pause? There.
Yeah, it
So, like I
looks.
said, this is a good time to be alive.
This stupid thing is not. It's not pausing when I tell it to. It's a good time to be alive, he says. Come on.
Okay, yeah, right there.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, I think it's supposed to be out there like the horizon or something.
I mean,
Well, the horizon is fake, though. Okay.
apparently, so is the sun. I don't even know what is supposed to be happening right now.
Me either.
It's
Me
like,
either.
okay, the sun has its own magnetic. Why don't we see this more often then? Let's just say the Earth is flat.
Well, the sun does have its own magnetic field.
Yeah. But like in the firmament, though.
Oh well, the firmament doesn't exist.
Try me for a minute, though, right?
This is what happens when Maya decides
An
to
internal-
entertain flat Earth.
No, like you're the flat earther. Let's just
I
say we're doing an internal critique. Are you familiar with that, doctor? All right, Jay, I'm talking to you.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. So you and I are in the firmament, right? And here's the sun doing some weird shit inside of its own magnetic field that only this person could see because, I don't know, the Illuminati wasn't
Reasons.
doing the
Reasons,
the
Reasons.
the thing it does to like make us all think that the Earth is round. I don't understand why we're not supposed to be seeing this more often. Like, why did this guy have to catch it from his backyard this one night? Like, why? I don't understand what he thinks this proves.
That we're all sheeple.
That's literally what they think it is. They think it's like one picture that your uncle, who happens to be in the same crazy cult that you are, took on his back porch is proof that the rest of the world has been asleep. But also I just want to know why is there still patriarchy though? I thought there was you know what I'm saying? I thought the
Right?
patriarchy was supposed to get reversed. They had me excited.
We're gonna take down that patriarchy. She over here showing me the goddamn sun. I don't know what to do with this. I don't know why he's showing it.
He doesn't either, probably. So, you know.
I'm just saying, like, even if this was a thing, let's just say, okay, for the past like hour, 20 minutes, he's been making sense. And, you know, he wants to show us a video to illustrate how much sense he's actually making. What the fuck is this video?
Nah, this is actually and it's also slowed him down because it's like this weird like kind of video listening to this rambly dude. So yeah, this is not the strongest part of his presentation for sure.
I'm just saying. All right, you know what? I'm gonna shut up and we'll see if he can tell us whatever point he's trying to make.
So, like I said, this is a good time to be alive. A lot of stuff is starting to happen in our solar system, right? A lot of stuff. So, there's another thing I wanted to show you.
And that's what we
this
call
slide.
closure.
Where's it at? Yes. As I was telling you earlier, there's going to be a time period on this planet where the sun is going to be intrinsic solar radiation on this planet for at least 3 days, right?
Bro, I
Yeah.
really hope that we're going to have solar radiation on this planet for more than 3 days. If we don't have solar radiation on this planet for a good long time, that's very bad news. We really need
Okay.
that solar radiation.
I've
We're
actually
not
seen
vampires.
like a lot of things of like black hole shredding star, but like I don't know that any of them happened in somebody's backyard.
Well, okay, so do the air rights associated with a particular property extend up infinitely beyond the planet's surface? Because
That's a good
Picture.
question. I don't think I'm pretty sure they don't.
because then,
Pretty sure the government owns all the airspace.
Ah, yeah.
Okay. I was hoping I could sue some aliens for like trespassing.
Mm. You know what? Yeah,
And
we're
during
gonna have
that
to get on
time
that.
period,
We'll update you guys by the next.
Yeah, we got to
minute.
find out. If not, because we could just start building plots over top of people's houses. Like, y'all don't own this. This is this is a new territory.
Yeah, but how's it going to stay
Right.
there? And then,
Yeah, I
be
know,
supported,
that's a
right?
problem.
Because you can't put a foundation, right? So
Yeah, exactly.
when the sun is at solar maximum, that could be the time period when these blackouts happen. So one thing you got to understand about the elites and the aristocracy, the black nobility, the Illuminati, or whatever you want to call them.
Yep,
What happens
there it
is
is.
sometimes what they do is they create psychological operations around celestial
Psyops,
events,
okay.
right? To hide the fact that the planet is going through a metamorphic shift in a great awakening period, right?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay.
Yikes.
So it's the Black Illuminati putting a psyop on the atmosphere so that we don't know that we're going through a metamorphic shift in a great awakening. It all makes sense now.
Does it?
I think I'm starting to get it. Yeah, no, Maya and I are on the same page.
Yeah. So he was just seeing through the psyop.
So is this why the NFL had the Chiefs win so that Taylor Swift could support Joe Biden at halftime?
Yeah, it was no Jay. Duh. They've been telling you this all weekend. All fucking weekend. Like really, it's weird.
Yeah, I mean it's a true fact.
Taylor Swift is dating Taylor Swift's boyfriend because
Travis Kelce.
Well,
Yes.
that doesn't make sense at
Yes.
all.
Imagine
No,
being an
he's-
independently famous person, like multiple, like NFL champion, like one of the greatest tight ends of all time, and you're just Taylor Swift's boyfriend. I'm just saying, there's levels to the
he's
fame game,
only.
yo. Levels.
I don't think you understand how little sports means compared to Taylor Swift.
Yeah, that's
He's
what I'm
not the
getting at.
greatest tight
Mhm.
end of all time anymore. He's only Taylor
Taylor
Swift's
Swift's boyfriend. Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
So Taylor Swift is now dating Taylor Swift's boyfriend. And this is all a psyop so that voting age Taylor Swift fans can vote for Joe Biden.
Which can I
No,
just
it's
say, good on
Becky.
it, good on the NFL. Y'all fucked up with Colin Kaepernick. Way to try to get it right. Like I have, like, as though I hope Taylor Swift, if Taylor Swift performs at halftime and endorses Joe Biden, I'll be like, go ahead, Taylor, get these young people out here voting. They stupid as hell messing around with Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift could be Donald Trump and Joe Biden for president
She really could.
together.
She really could. I mean, it would be pathetic, honestly. And like everybody who like understood
Are we endorsing Taylor
what do you
Swift
call
for
it?
president?
I'm gonna just put you like this,
everybody who
Jimmy.
understood politics
Yeah.
would be seething mad, and it wouldn't matter because she would just win in a goddamn landslide, and there would be illegal voting because 12-year-olds would have to vote for Taylor Swift, and they'd get away with it.
Well, Jimmy Kimmel said
know if they
if
would.
Taylor Swift fans did January 6th, they would have been successful, and we'd just be living under their tyranny. Now.
Seriously, he ain't lying. Oh my god. Oh wait, we got another thingamabob. We're Jester's showing out. I love Jester. I'm gonna have to give Jester an emote. I can't find my thing. You know, I can't even find things anymore. Maya and Jay, how many reparations do we owe to stave off the full force of your psyop? Any? I mean, can we get any? I'll settle for like Black History every month in school. We just start there.
I want people to sell all those social media barren penis rockets, and I'll take that as my cut.
Yeah, can we just?
I'm not saying I want their whole business. Y'all can spread that amongst the rest of the people.
Care.
I just want the rocket proceeds. That's it. I'll just take the rocket
Like, can we
proceeds.
just like take Bezos and Musk and whoever the other fucker was, like onto a ship? Like, just take my tax dollars. I don't care. Put them on a rocket ship, launch it to Mars, no return trip, and that'll be my reparations. And then you can talk to the rest of Black people about whatever they
Yeah,
want.
I tell them we just send them on it, let them go on that rocket ship tomorrow. But we'll be right behind you. We're coming.
Just yeah. Whatever happens after that happens after that.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have to televise it. I just want to know that it happened.
That you might
Those will
actually
be my
get your
reparations.
wish. You might actually get your wish on that at some point with Elon Musk. I think he wants to die on Mars.
I want
And-
it for him.
Exactly.
I just hope 2024 he feels like it's his year, you know. New year, new him. Time hashtag goals.
You know. Oh, Zuckerberg.
which is the desolation.
I'm on the fence with Zuckerberg. I mean, yeah, sure, he's evil, right? But like, he's amusing. And
Watching him squirm is amusing.
it is,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not like, he hasn't reached like Bezos, Musk level of evil yet. Like, I'm just done laughing at them, and they've extended their usefulness.
Honestly, I
Zuckerberg,
throw all of them off a bridge just to
he's
hear
like
the
a little
splash.
sock puppet, and it's amusing to me. Give me 2 years and circle back.
Yeah, because I feel like honestly, if we got rid of Bezos, he would just fill the void. So we might as well just toss him.
No,
While
I'm
we're
there with
ahead.
you. I'm there with you. It's my apprehension where I'm just like,
Yeah.
would it be worth my amusement to keep him longer?
Oh, I see.
Hmm.
Yeah. Mm.
I don't know. Maybe. Ask me again this time next year. We'll see. All right, where are we at?
Of abomination, right? So one thing you got to understand is that they are.
We were at the Great Awakening to the
Desolation abomination.
Abomination.
Yep.
That's where
Yep.
we were.
There it is.
Yeah, just all right. Okay.
I love
great.
Swifties.
always create, psychological operations. They create false flags during a time period when you have certain planetary alignments, right? So it's going to be one of those things where you have to decipher if it's going to be an EMP that's going to be projected by Iran and China and all these other countries, or is it going to be projected by nature? Is it going to be a CME, which is a coronal mass ejection? Now, the diametrical difference in between.
That he's somewhat he's mostly correct in the last like 5
3
seconds,
words?
which is impressive. No, more than that. He talked about the EMP. The thing is, I think EMPs I think they get mocked more than they should be. I think that those are legitimate threats.
Are you sure you're not thinking about yourself?
Well, I know I'm a legitimate threat. Okay,
Oh.
look at this.
Ah.
All right. So tell us. So EMPs.
EMP is an electromagnetic pulse. Okay, they're produced by nuclear weapons for one, and it's a little bit unclear how effective they could be if you really made a device that was intended to deliver that and send what it does is it sends a shock basically because there's suddenly a giant pulse of a huge electric field basically and magnetic field and stuff that is really strong, and it makes anything that conducts electricity suddenly has a whole bunch of electric current flowing all up in it and whatnot.
Right.
And that
Right.
includes things like the United States electrical grid.
Right.
And it can, and things that are more delicate, like computer electronics, can get totally fried by these things. You have to take some care to present. They would cause, for example, one of the main ways that they would cause problems is that they could directly cause electrical power surges that you like buy surge protectors for, like
Right,
everywhere, really badly. Newt Gingrich came out and was like famous for saying that these were a big threat, and then I think there must have been like a few of the initial people like that responded to it on cable or something that were like, no, that's silly. And I think that's maybe not valid. I think that it could be a real threat because the sun could do it. So it also doesn't really matter if an EMP can do it, like as an enemy thing from China, and that's just him.
Yeah. So was
Whatever.
that was the second part he was getting into, like the natural way?
And I mentioned that earlier. Like that's what happened. A coronal mass ejection is basically a giant flare, or it involves a bunch of flares, and it sends a huge amount of material towards Earth. And when it hits Earth, then you get a ton of charged particles like coming down and doing all sorts of wacky, not great things. The auroras will be great. They'll be visible in like Ecuador, so that says something. But yeah, it could knock out the electrical grid if it was bad enough.
And this is the tough thing with any pseudoscience, right? Is that there's oftentimes just enough. And I don't know if he's got just enough, but sometimes it's like the Bible. There's legitimate historical scientific terms and stuff in there amidst all the chaos.
Yeah, and it's there was a the Eddington event, I think it might have been called. People have like thought about it. It was when there was a big coronal mass ejection and it sent stuff, and like I said before, it hit, and the only things that you had were like telegraph systems. People got zapped. Right. People who were like sitting there working at them got zapped because we had bad space weather.
So this has happened.
Yeah, so this has happened, and it has not happened at that level, which people throw out. The thing is, people throw out like wacky numbers about it. We weren't measuring it very carefully back then, so we don't know how strong it was. But yeah, like that would probably cause something like that. I would be really surprised if the damage was like under $1 billion. I wouldn't be surprised if it was over $1 trillion. So it's a big unknown thing. But like mostly the statistics and the like odds of the probability, we don't know how likely it is, other than like unlikely in the near term.
Between the two, now the energy of the sun has the ability to produce coronal mass ejections that can knock out the power grid all throughout the planet. Now, a EMP has the ability to knock out the power grid in a certain geographical landmass. So that's the difference.
Potentially, potentially, but the things that we know that produce huge EMPs are like nuclear and thermonuclear weapons, because they produce huge everything, because it's a nuke. Yeah, but I'll let him keep talking.
Happening in one landmass, that happened by the plutocracy, the government. The government facilitated that energy in order to create a Hegelian dialectic principle, problem, reaction, solution, and the solution is a false solution.
He was doing so well.
Wow, I'm just like, I don't know if I'm stupid or if like.
No, he's stupid.
I'm not saying that I know everything, every word that has ever been made up by man, but like I know a lot of them. I memorized quite a few, and I'm just lost right now.
What was the word he used?
Hegelian? Like, yeah, the thing that YouTube didn't even pick that up.
Hegelian dialectic principle facilitated that energy.
Does anybody in the chat know what the fuck that means?
Dialectic.
Hegelian is what I heard there. Hegelian.
Principle, problem, reaction, solution, and the solution is a false solution of the propagation of the New World Order system. So when you looking at this, is already starting to go on.
NWO. For life.
Right now, you had 2 suns in Antarctica for 24 hours without setting. This is a video.
No, what?
Right here.
It's right here.
Right.
Right.
Right. Yeah,
I hope y'all need to
that's-
get ready, man, because there's a lot of stuff that's going to be taking place.
How do we get
Their
ready?
time is up, and it's the end of the corporation.
Look at this black guy's forehead, I
the end of
guess.
the corporation.
I like every part of me wants to scroll down, but I know it'll happen if I do that. We'll get to the comment section and like, do we want to do
Oh,
that?
it's going to be a bunch of motherfuckers talking about, man, I had no idea how right you were.
Do we want to take a brief detour to the comment section?
Yeah, time for a brief detour to the comment section
before we end.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta scroll
it's
in.
It's not gonna help, but sure.
Okay. It's gonna show the things that it's gonna like recommending for me, so you're gonna judge me for my recommendations. It's fine. You are literally leading thousands to salvation.
Oh my goodness.
You are going to break the matrix.
Yikes.
This wine isn't vodka.
Yeah, right? I remember reading this one earlier. They are not ready for this knowledge. My daddy said there is only two options in the spirit world, and there are only two options in the spirit world that affects the material: those that serve a god and those that become gods.
Oh,
which I found like syntactically confusing.
Yes.
It's
our fellow humans are fucked. This is
right.
This is terrible.
Glad you went over an hour and 20 minutes. You are very capable. You know, I gotta say,
I know.
Mostly
it's a ringing endorsement, though, right? You can talk about absolutely nothing for a solid hour and a half. 2 thumbs up, bro.
He can.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And I'm not gonna lie. Compared to a lot of the comment sections we visited, though, that was less of a total like tangenty shit show in that way, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what you're looking at right here, you got 2 celestial bodies, 2 suns.
Scroll down
in the solar system without setting for 24 hours. We in that time period, right? In Antarctica, it's gonna, because we all know the inception of the planet. When you're talking about the 24,000 year verification period, the first 6,000 years,
as we all know,
on this planet, it was a sun cycle. So that means that Antarctica was a tropical civilization. So since it was a tropical civilization, that means that it was a matriarchal civilization during that time period, right? And that goes into the hollow earth theory and things of that nature, because when you go into the caverns,
I can't remember who it was that said this is like all of this conspiracy theories all at once.
Yeah, it's like a conspiracy burrito.
Yeah.
These ice.
I've heard the people who believe in these things, when they tell their like revelation story, more than one I have heard like describe it explicitly as, I'm so glad I found this. It's like all of the conspiracies all together. And they mean that as a positive aspect.
Yes.
and they're like,
it ties them all together.
I was able to jump straight to the bottom, the absolute bottom of the barrel. Like, I did not have to pass go.
We have the same chair, too. It's just, mine has a little...
is it the same chair?
Yeah, it is. It's just a different color. I'm just using it.
Okay.
It's a Secret Labs.
Well, I was showing people earlier.
Oh, yeah, I know. I missed the like
chair bros.
Scientist secret chair memo.
Well, yeah, well...
Yeah, fuck me.
Yeah, I see. Sexism is still a big problem in sciences, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Okay,
I'm pretty sure this is true.
Facts.
Yeah, I mean, anybody with me? I mean, you know, this.
No, for real.
Cycles and beyond the ice walls or whatever. There's tropical civilizations beyond the ice wall and inside the...
Yeah. If you keep on going south, you never after you leave the part with the tropical forests and stuff,
Hmm.
and you get into Antarctica and you just keep on going south, you're never gonna hit another tropical forest.
He just gave me Game of Thrones, you know. That's all. I just heard Ice Wall. I said, "Oh,
Yeah,
defend the
right.
North."
I
You
mean,
know,
Also,
I really love how you hear Ice Wall and your brain goes to Game of Thrones because that's an actual thing that exists.
where you can actually see a huge ice wall. Yes.
I mean, it's a book that shows where, yeah, people can actually walk up to an actual ice wall and they're like, yes, we believe in this because we could see it with our own two eyes.
and it's in the real world. You know, it's just outside Denver.
Oh, where they shot it?
No, I was just making that up.
Oh, you were just being a T.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
but Game
I'm
of Thrones, it's a
gullible.
real thing, right? And she's like,
Absolutely.
ice wall, ice
Historically,
wall.
yes. That's
I
where my
remember
brain
that
goes.
from a book I actually read. You know, not from a YouTube video I actually watched.
Yeah.
You know,
The planet when you're
This is
talking
a show- this
about
is my
these ice
show.
caverns.
yeah.
But that's
I'm
a
sorry,
whole
I'm sorry.
nother
But
lecture
it
that I'm
is an
gonna
HBO show that
give a definitive.
actually, if you come together, you can watch Game of Thrones.
You can
with
watch
us.
Game of Thrones and gather. That's a
Yeah,
fantastic idea.
because there's no such thing as copyright strikes in Gather.
Absolutely. Great
Awesome.
plug.
broadcast on, right?
Right.
So now back to what I was saying. Like
What
I
were you
said, this is
saying?
basically a transmutation process of the life
Nothing.
cycle of the
You
sun,
say
The
right?
meta
nothing.
which is
conspiracy.
equated to billions of
Lamont.
years. So
Everything he just said in the last 7 seconds was also correct. No, okay, not 7, 4. 4 seconds.
what you've seen, it could have been another sun, and the magnetic field of this planetary nebula was in our solar system, right? To activate the pole shift. So there's many different things that's going on. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff that's going on in our atmosphere at the time period. So
Wait, is this in the atmosphere? Do you think stars are in the atmosphere?
This is what's so interesting about this stuff too is, in a sense, they make science disappointing in the sense that they tie these things to such conspiracies, but they'd be really fascinating things if they were happening, like physically.
Yeah, they would.
But they would just be mundane phenomena, right? It'd be sweet if there was like a weird sub-sun thing that spawned in for a hot minute and did some weird stuff to the solar cycle of this, and it shifted the energy of the moon. Like that would be some fascinating shit. Like we'd report the hell out of that. You know, but they make it like that type of thing only has significance if you can understand how it's tied to the Illuminati not wanting you to take down the patriarchy and all this, you know, and understand the Canaanites. It just, you know, so that, you know, when you put all that into it, it's like, well, no, actually all we did over here was track this star thing. Like it sucks.
But the most amazing photos humanity has ever taken, I think, are like the crazy space ones. Those are the ones out of all of them that sort of
yeah
make me be like, that's just a like that took a like, wow, what?
Yeah, that's why it's like literally. I was thinking about this the other day because, you know, unfortunately, this community loves to have a good old flurfer debate. It's just like, damn, y'all, we literally came up with the technology to go out there and turn around, look back at the planet, take a photograph of that motherfucker. And these people still won't give it up, you know. So it's crazy.
It's fascinating. Utterly fascinating.
Yep.
Oh, now I'm going to show this video because all this stuff works in conjunction.
That looks like a giant dick.
Well, that's the same one that they showed earlier.
It did, but it just hit me. Yeah. The twisted sex toy vibe of it just hit me.
A massive hole has opened on the sun.
Where's the nitty?
That's very weird. That looks infected.
Yeah. Bro, you might want to get that checked out.
Yeah.
I know they said they liked ribbed, but
right? Crazy.
Two significant solar eruptions are heading our way. The solar maximum is likely to hit in January. Why is it so important? Now consider the uniplanetary evolution theory. It suggests all our planets have Earth in different stages of its evolution visible all at once. Mars, Earth destroyed in the future. Venus, Earth in the past. Every billion years, our sun ejects a huge clump of iron-rich plasma to its surface. That plasma becomes the iron core that breathes life into our Earth. NASA recorded a massive piece of the sun's plasma breaking off the surface, now swirling around its pole. And here's the kicker: the sun is about to flip its pole's magnetic field as early as next.
Hold on, go back to the other. Wait, hold on. Go back to the sun spitting out Earths. That would be crazy cool.
It actually kind of reminds me of God, was it Roger? Was talking about Jupiter spitting out Venuses.
Yeah, it would be Roger. I mean, almost anything can be said by Roger.
And they're different stages of the planet all being captured simultaneously. Like, yeah, that'd be mind blowing.
But yeah, that would be mind blowing because it also just doesn't make any sense at all. like at all. For one,
they're not what space and time mean.
They're not the same mass, and they're not like the same composition.
Yeah.
They're probably pretty similar composition, but that's such a bad take. But it's also so like satisfyingly specific. Like I can imagine.
I was actually literally just about to ask that. So do you where are you at like on an educational tip? Like, do you think this type of thing is fun to bring into a classroom and then go, hey, let's look at the good stuff or is this something,
somehow
you totally keep out?
I have not actually had teaching responsibilities in my academic career.
Oh.
How did you? I don't know anybody who can say that.
Yeah, congratulations. No, that's the dream. That's what most of us are trying to do actively.
It wasn't that uncommon at CU. Probably about 20% of the grad students or so also got lucky. Like you could find a group that was looking for graduate students, and you could just start working there immediately instead of being a TA your first year.
Yeah, I think I was I was there for like 7 or 8 years, so 15, 16 semesters. I think I taught 3 of them, maybe.
Yeah.
4 maybe. Yeah. So
yeah.
Not much.
And like I'm also doing a postdoc, and I don't have to do it now either. So.
Oh yeah, I've been teaching my postdoc. But yeah, sorry, Maya, we're just catching up over here.
Yeah, so don't mind me. I'm just doing my little show. All right, let's. We're almost at 2 hours. Let's see if we can wrap up something at all.
This video. How about this video? Because
sure.
I mean, look at it. He's got 12 seconds left in the video that he's responding to.
So, like I said, when the sun has the ability to reverse the frequency of the pole shift, now we're going to get back to this video. Now, this is important. This is very important.
All right, here we go. This is important.
You got to understand biochemical castration, nanotechnology, right? So now, this is
okay, we gotta do this bit.
Sure, why not?
Can you, Jay? What?
No, you're good. We're good.
We got to understand those things, right? Can you tell us about these things?
Yes. Biochemical castration. This is the climax, y'all.
With technology.
This is where we get into the
Oh,
genetic
there it is. The CRISPR is back.
stable, which is basically a form of a kill switch that's engineered by microbes, right? So those microbes are basically nanoparticles within the food that we eat, these nanotechnologies, right?
What?
Is CRISPR nanoparticles that are in with the food that we eat?
No. It's a technology for manipulating genomes that's in its rudimentary stages, to say the least. But definitely, I will say this: like so many of the other things he's touched on, it is one that has immediately unlocked the sci-fi fantasies of people, right? What if, right? Like as soon as we did Chris, people were like, we're gonna have designer babies where you just get to pull up an app on your phone and start picking out the traits of the child you want. We're like, sure.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like it, but so again, there's a lot of stuff that CRISPR might open up. There are definitely programmable cells. People are definitely excited about the possibility of artificial life, which would then be programmable. Again, it's not in the realm of the unfeasible. Although I don't think you need to, pick it outside your grocery store anytime soon.
Fair.
Well, it sounds like it's already in the groceries.
But
it's in all our food, apparently.
Yeah, and I was gonna say when that happens, it'll be good, right? It'll be like that's why everybody gets the best lettuce now, because people just be trying to make money.
Yeah. For the record, I don't think he ever gets back to that video that we said we were going to finish.
Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't. But
oh wait, wasn't there something we wanted to show? He was talking about
this part.
No,
I actually don't remember what he was talking about.
I can't remember what he was talking about. But
okay, yeah, we could go with it. Yeah. How does he get to this?
You know what? I got 5 minutes.
What in the star, David?
This is his. This right here is his well-established transition screen, as we know. So,
like I said,
perfect. Good timing.
It's basically the fifth element. It's the quintessential element that's connected to the four basic elements: fire, air, water, earth, and conjoined. That's when you get the star Polaris or the tetrahedron energy of the tetrahedral radiation that's coming from the sun, right? So this is where you get into Tahuti, who is stove, as above, so below, as within, so without. So that dark matter energy.
Hold up. We got Jester's face for this question. A planet spitting out planets. Are we on Discworld?
According to this dude, I don't know what world we on. Sorry.
I mean, I don't know. According to Roger, planet spitting out planets is Jupiter. And you might remember this from Jupiter's Vag that we talked about, was it 2 videos ago?
But he was saying all the planets are just the same planet in different iterations, so it would just be Jupiter by another name.
Sure,
in a different phase.
Who knows what the fuck he's talking about?
Like I said,
well, he mentioned Thoth, and somebody,
because those neutrinos sparks the soul of man. Solomon's temple. When you're looking at this star, Solomon's temple is basically the soul of man, or the activate the Son of Man. The Son of Man connected to the.
What is this? Oh,
I'm glad we did this part.
Fire, air, water, earth.
I almost got it. Yeah.
So all of them all together is
its
own element. That's what he's saying? Is that where we're going with this?
No, they come to. That's how the polarities get combined.
But it's the fifth element.
Then I guess so. Yeah, I maybe conjoined. Sure.
I mean, it's
I
But
don't.
yeah, we would have left without getting to the crazy Christ the fascist religious part, like the God of it all.
That
Okay.
radiation. So that's how you act Son of Man, and the Son of Man connected to the sun from that radiation. So that's how you activate that energy, right? So that's why how you activate the Merkaba light ship. It's the centripetal and the centrifugal forces conjoining together, right? Which is to where it combats the dualistic paradox of the energy extraction matrix. So you activate your Merkaba light ship. The Ka is the spirit and the Ba is the body. You activate your light ship by working in connection with the solar cycle, right? So the combined.
Okay, I
Oh.
can't take this anymore. I have to stop.
But that was the perfect time. We figured we got to the meat and potatoes. Because you get the shape, then you get that activates the Solomon's temple, and that's how you get the Son of Man, and then you activate your Merkaba, and that's how you break down the dualism, and that's how you combine the feminine and the masculine, and then you get to put it in touch with the solar cycles, and then the moon spirit, which will take down the patriarchy. Y'all fight the power. Black History Month.
Woo! All right. And
Black History Month.
see, this is why we bring Jay on. Tie all the shit together into a bow. Okay.
All history is Black history, right?
See,
Or is that what the
this
guy
is
said?
why you got to
Yep.
get like 2 doctorates to understand.
Yes.
You know, the
I feel inadequate.
blases and the flavonoids.
The blase and the glavinoids.
Holy shit! All right. It's been 2 hours, and I still don't have any vodka.
It's sad.
Jay.
Pocket
Who are
Locker
you?
86.
Where are you?
I'm
What do you have
Dr.
coming
J
up this week?
Bundy. This week, I got a lot of work to do this week. So I will be back to, just good old regular streams on my channel, Pocket Locker 86, and of course hosting Hot Program on Sundays. I think Uncle Bobby's coming back this week, so check out Gin and Truth on YouTube. And of course, my class, I'm streaming my evolutionary biology class Wednesdays at 10:20 a.m. It's like an actual hands-on evolutionary lab course where you can follow along with the class and learn how evolution works. So come check us out, totally free, on my channel at 10:20 a.m. And if you can't make it, you can always watch later. But yeah, that's what I got going on.
What made you decide to start doing that? An evolution class?
This community, honestly, because this is such a
Are we
learning
that fucking dumb?
No, it's just the fact this community really does celebrate the scholars and their work and is really here to learn things. But I felt like evolution comes up a lot, but there's not a lot of evolutionary biologists out here. And I feel like the approach we take to teaching evolution, which is to just break it all the way down to actually understanding, like, no prerequisite knowledge, no fancy terms, like just really getting people to understand how evolution works by doing evolution experiments is really powerful for developing that intuition. So I at least wanted to say, like, let's try it. Our idea was like, we do a lot of outreach, we take our higher education seriously, and I literally was just like, why can't we do both? So I'm excited that my teaching advisor, Rob Pennock, who's my teaching mentor, was willing to give it a shot, and glad people have been showing up. So exciting.
Yeah, that is awesome. And do you have any other appearances coming up, or?
I don't have anything coming up right now. I think this was like I had a bunch this week, as we talked about earlier. So
Yeah,
definitely go
you
check
did.
those out. I was on In the Cut with Black Non-Believers, and I was on a Sunny spot with with Sunny on Skeptic Haven, and then also on Women Atheists Unload on Skeptic Haven. So a lot of fun. And
Doc, you did
check those
the
out.
Sunny spot too, didn't you?
I believe it was that. Yes.
Yeah.
Talking science and shit. It was
Yeah,
kind of entertaining.
They have a lot of scientists on.
They
their
do. Yeah.
their
I've been on
show.
there a couple times to talk science.
th-
Yeah.
th- I I've seen so many like panels that they have, like at least 3 or 4 with like physicists, and I was like, I don't. I want to be on the physicist panel.
Right.
I have questions I want to ask.
Oh, thanks, Crystal. Crystal's super mod. Always appreciate the support.
Yeah, and Al
Um,
Trucker has a
oh,
positive
thanks,
message
Al
for you,
Trucker.
sir.
Thank you. Yeah, Al Trucker's been able to come to the class and also has been hanging out with us and gather. So really appreciate
Oh
it.
wait, Al's been a gather?
Yeah,
Man, you know
we're
what?
getting
I haven't been a gather
we're getting
lately.
these new
I
people
also
in
haven't
one
been
at
to
a
Gather
time. So
lately.
it's been great. It's been great.
Yeah, and I haven't seen Tapioca Weasel in
And
there
Aunt
lately.
Jur has been in
I know.
there.
I
We got
haven't
Aunt
Aw.
Jur in and helped us work out how to help people with the iPhones in
Ah,
iOS
okay.
devices. So we've got that problem. We know how to do that now. So that's good. Got that worked out.
Yeah, you know what? Crystal and Jur are really good about helping people tech savvy with the phone because the phones it's just like I don't know, everything's little. I have fat fingers and I can't do all the things on there, so I just jump on the computer and the computer lets you do like damn near anything. I t- I text from my
Yeah.
computer. So I mean, it's just like yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
And
pretty
I just
helpful.
don't have an iPhone, like most of the other devices I have. So I've got a Windows and a PC and a Mac and a PC computer, and I've got a
Mhm.
Android phone. But the one thing I don't have is
Yeah,
is an
Team Android.
iPhone.
That's all
Yeah.
I gotta
So
say. But I mean, we love you, Apple
definitely.
users, but I'm
I
just.
don't. I have a love hate in my heart.
I don't understand. It's just I'm not trying to lose subs today. So we'll do it Apple iPhone
I
war.
am.
Thanks.
We'll do an Apple
uh,
iPhone war in the next
yeah,
open
let
stream.
me not vent right now.
Right. Next open stream will be our 666 stream. So, grab a friend. We hit 5:30 today. I am so grateful for each and
Oh,
every single one of you.
fantastic.
We're super excited. Jay, you're jet skiing towards 1,000, right?
I'm up. Yeah. I'm a little over 800 now, and yeah,
Right.
we keep growing, and sub counts headed in the right direction. So I really appreciate that, and always happy to be. It's happy. I'm always happy to be growing, But it's crazy because we love we're like connected, like we're friends. You know what I'm saying? We know the people out here that's watching us, and so this is definitely something we do to just connect with our friends and the people we love. And then to see new people coming in is just always very exciting. So
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to get back there. It's just God, it's been busy. A busy year, I guess. We're
yeah,
already
it's
into
all good.
February. Holy crap. But for those of you, we have Bree coming up next week from Hive Side, and she has the
Woo!
topic that she wants to bring on. And I once I remember what that is, I'll get the thumbnail
We'll
up.
let you know.
Exactly. Dr. T, you got anything coming up this week?
I do not. I do
All
not.
right, all right.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know what I do with my. I hate that our outro is YouTube's
Yeah.
being a dick about our outro. But I don't know. One day I'll get another 5 hours to myself and get another one out. Until then, we love you. We will see you next Sunday. So bye, everybody.